Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are cracking the code for you real estate agents out there. The ones who are just tired of losing your most valuable leads. We're talking home sellers to the giant portals like Zillow. We're going to show you exactly where the real money is hiding and, more importantly, how you can get it.
So, let's start with the truth that every single successful agent lives by. It's the golden rule, right? List to last. Listings are the absolute key. They are the engine of your career, the thing that lets you build a sustainable, profitable, and long-lasting business. And that brings up a really critical question. If listings are the end game, why are so many agents pouring their time, their energy, and literally thousands of dollars into platforms that are mostly built for buyers? It feels a little backward, doesn't it?
This leads us right into what we're going to call the portal problem. It's this cycle of depending on these massive platforms, and trust me, it's costing you a lot more than just your marketing budget.
I want you to think about it this way. When you pay all that money to become a premier agent, you're not actually building an asset. You're just competing for shared leads, often against a bunch of other agents for the very same person. You're basically just renting access to your own potential clients, and you're not building any long-term equity.
Now, this slide gets to the absolute heart of the issue. See, it's not just about the competition, it's about intent. Zillow is basically built for entertainment. It brings in the browsers, the looky-loos who are just daydreaming. But Google attracts people who have real, immediate problems and are actively searching for a solution right now. So, if the most motivated sellers, the ones you actually want, aren't just scrolling through pretty pictures on the portals, where do they go? Where do they actually go when they get serious about listing their home? And here it is, the key takeaway. They turn to Google. They are not browsing for agents. They are searching for answers to very specific, often urgent questions. They need an expert, a problem solver, not just another face on a website. All right, so how do you get in front of these sellers? The solution is all about understanding and targeting 3 very distinct types of intent that you find on Google. Honestly, this is the secret that the top 1% of agents really get. So we can break down all these high-value seller keywords into 3 simple intent buckets. And once you understand these, you can target the right person with the perfect message at the exact right time in their journey. Okay, first up, the valuation seekers. These people are at the very, very top of the funnel. They're typing things like, "What is my house worth?" into Google. The strategy here is a volume play. You want to capture their info, maybe with a home valuation tool, and then nurture them with a long-term automated email campaign. Just send them valuable info until they're ready to talk. Next up, you've got the agent hunters. Now, these sellers are much further down the road. They're searching for best realtor in Dallas or what are listing commissions. They're ready to hire someone, and they're looking for proof that you're the expert. For them, it is all about trust. Your ads need to lead to pages loaded with testimonials, case studies, and glowing 5-star reviews. And finally, we have the most motivated group of all, the problem solvers. They're searching for things like sell an inherited house or sell my house for cash. These sellers are often in a tough spot or in a huge hurry. The strategy here is all about urgency. You offer direct, fast solutions to their specific, pressing problem. Okay, so targeting the right people, that's only half the battle. What's just as important is knowing who not to target. So how do you actually protect your ad budget and stop wasting it on all the wrong clicks? Let me tell you the single biggest mistake most agents make on Google Ads. They bid on these broad, buyer-focused terms like homes for sale. This is a guaranteed way to just light your money on fire. You're basically stepping into the ring with Zillow and their billion-dollar budget, fighting over browsers, not actual sellers. And this is the solution, and it is brilliant. You build what's called a negative keyword moat. It's just a list of words you tell Google, "Hey, do not show my ads for these searches." By blocking clicks about rentals or cheap mobile homes or real estate jobs, you make sure every single penny of your budget is spent only on potential sellers. All right, let's talk about the final and maybe the most powerful piece of this entire puzzle. It's an incredibly cost-effective, long-term strategy. Some people call it retargeting, but we're going to call it digital farming. This is an absolute game changer. So once a potential seller clicks your ad and lands on your site, they get tagged and added to your special seller audience. From that moment on, your ads, your face, your brand start following them all across the internet. Seriously, they'll see you on news sites, on their weather app, even on YouTube. It's like a digital postcard that never, ever gets lost. And the financial impact of this, it's just stunning.
Your cost for these retargeting ads can drop to as little as 15 to 50 cents per click. Now compare that to the $4 or even more that you'd pay for a single brand new click from a search. The value here is just undeniable. You're staying top of mind with a warm audience for literally pennies on the dollar. And this really brings us to the ultimate goal. This whole strategy is designed to create a massive shift in how you do business. It's a shift from renting temporary access to leads you have to share to owning your own, exclusive and constantly growing database of potential clients. This is how you build a real asset in your business. So let's bring it all home. By shifting your focus away from those crowded, low-intent portals and onto the specific, high-intent searches happening on Google every single day, you can build a predictable, a profitable, and a scalable system for generating seller leads. The only question left is, are you ready to stop renting and finally start owning your business?